welcome to this immersive learning process. This is something is the first time which we are using in India, implementing in the vocational training. So this is basically nothing but more immersive methodology that before a student goes to the classroom or using the main thing, they will have a 3D immersive training on it. So I will hand over it to Shweta. She is the academic head of us to explain them.
So this is something that students can learn from on their mobile or on their iPad. When they open this, they will see the lab as it is there in front of them, and there will be an AI avatar who will help them. And the same can also be in this particular lab shown on headsets. These are MetaQuest headsets which they will put on their eyes, and entire lab will be looking like maybe a tool house or a warehouse or a machinery system.
Different.
Yeah, they'll have kind of a practical simulation while they are wearing it. Would you like to try this?
Thanks, sir. Please try.
And he is Aryan from Singapore.
I'll just tell you, just 1 minute, I'll tell you how to operate it, okay? So, you have to use this one, I'll make you hold it in your right hand, okay? And then you will be able to see the environment in front of you. These are the straps. When you spread it, it will tighten it according to your head. So just wear it and I'll give you this. Yeah. Then I'll guide you a little bit on other. You can just pull the straps to tighten them. Can I get your right hand? Can I get my right hand, sir? Yes. Can you see something in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you see a laser cutting machine somewhere? Can you just move around a little and see if there's a laser cutting machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just press this trigger button above your finger, just a little bit above. Yeah, this trigger, yes. Then you will be able to see this whole thing. You will be able to dissect it and see the different parts of it. So there we have a lot of models like these which we can get a vocational training. So how do you like this, sir?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so we have a lot of models like this who can help in vocational training and skill development. Yes. So it's the new age of learning. Huh?
Yeah.
Birla మేము 3 years కాంట్రాక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం సార్ Aditya Singapore based company.
Okay.
So they will be there with us for the entire 3-year period to train our children.
Totally on the net. How many trades you are having now?
So at this moment we are taking up 5 trades, and in the phase 2 we will add another 7 trades to this particular center.
Thank you, sir.
ఒకసారి తీసేసేయాలి.
Thank you.
Understanding all the machines from depth, sir. అంటే డీటెయిల్డ్ గా మనకి అర్థమైపోతుంది సార్. ఐఎమ్ ఫిజిక్స్ స్టూడెంట్ సార్ ఫ్రమ్ ఐఐటి కాన్పూర్ చేసినప్పుడు I can make a difference, sir, like how closely you can understand what is machine doing, what is the component. Ultimately, when you go in the company, you can understand machine in advance. నేను ఎక్కడ పని చేస్తున్నాను, ఏ మషిన్ మీద పని చేస్తున్నాను, నాకు ఫుల్ ఐడియా ఉంటుంది.
This is a very good thing. This is the first
sensation in India.
దాంట్లో మనకి ఏ మాడ్యూల్ కూడా చేయాలన్నా సార్ స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ మాడ్యూల్ మనకి జస్ట్ కమాండ్ ఇస్తే ఏఐ విల్ జనరేట్ ది కంప్లీట్ మాడ్యూల్ ఇన్ జస్ట్ 10 to 15 minutes. అది కూడా ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్ ఇన్ కుప్పం, ఫ్లవరికల్చర్ ఇన్ కుప్పం అని కూడా ఒక కంప్లీట్ వీడియో మాడ్యూల్ మనకి 10 నిమిషాల్లో తయారు చేసేస్తుంది అని మనం ట్రైన్ చేయాలి. సో దర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ మల్టిపుల్ అండ్ దట్ ఇన్ తెలుగు లోకల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ మనం కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుని ఆ తెలుగులోనే డైరెక్ట్గా మనకి.
And my students has to go through it to go to the next one. It's a mandatory. And they can access it in their mobile phone also at their home. So they can prepare themselves before coming to the class to attend the next one.
How you are going to become partners? Kuppam constituency as a model one for skill development and management skills.
Yeah, sir. And you see the process which will be following. Generally, the skill development, they say that mobilizer, counseling, skills training and career path. That's all. But here if you see, the first 4 things, awareness, mobilization, counseling and aptitude mapping is very, very important. Because otherwise what is happening, a student is coming to my center and they said that mere ko skill karna hai. And might be a financial service associate program is supposed to start. They catch hold and put in that particular course. The guy doesn't have any knowledge, not any interest. But we do it throughout the year to create an awareness and find out exact tendency of that particular student, whether they are good in science, they are good in humanities, they are good in counseling, all these things. Then we get into the technical aspect of the students. And we catch the students from class 10 onwards. We not only catch the students at class 10, we involve the parents into it also. Because that is very, very important for the parents to come up on board to understand that why a career goal is necessary. Okay. So if you see the first mobilization which we do, community reach, going to home, doing individual counseling, we bring the students, we tell them about what kind of jobs are there, how these job profiles have been oriented, what are the career path in that particular job, and then we do a career interest profiling. This is very interesting, sir. So that, as I was talking about, that students have got a very limited clarity. What is skill? Why I need to have a skill? And what is a career goal? The next part is the batch start trap. The students, they want to do something, and the centers, they need students. Whoever comes, put the batch which is going to start. To stop that, there is a trade mismatch which happens. The next thing is that with the previous one, previous slide, if you see that whatever CVs we have put it into the thing and things are happening. But we are transforming the entire process in a very systematic manner. So that it's not that whoever comes to me will get a skilling training. If we are imparting a skills training, it has to be very stringently identified which particular trade the person will gain the interest. Why we do this? To arrest the dropout, to arrest the non-sustainability in livelihood. We might push that person to get a job, but after 1 month he will or she will not have the interest, she will leave the job and come back. We go back to the square one. So with this methodology we can address the problem, and which is going to get implemented in this particular system. Go to next. So you see that the center is not just a center for skilling, it becomes a local career center. For every aspect of their education we will do it. By this way, we do a pre-profiling of the youths who gets ready for coming on board with us. Right? And whom we target, mainly the government schools, class 10 and 12. Local degree colleges, ITIs and polytechnic, and the methodology is a very structured drive in the local area. So we are not going to consider a person who is coming from 20 or 50 kilometers away. We will purely concentrate on this particular area and maximum with a radius of 30 to 35 kilometers, so that the constituency, the locality gets the benefit out of it. Go. Yeah. After this, we come to the methodology of training, which is very, very important. The methodology of training, if you see, is divided into 4 parts. We say that first you acquire the knowledge. We acquire the knowledge. The students acquire the knowledge by themselves, which you have just gone through in the previous room. Then they come in this particular room. They augment the entire thing through these particular workstations in a 3D or 2D environment at a self-paced mode. Then they go to assemble. Assemble is my labs, which will go on next to this, where they will actually do the workshop, get a workshop environment, software environment, where they are actually going to work and do it by their hand in practical area. Once they complete it, they come and apply, that is the assessment, how good I am. So this is a very important thing which we are implementing, and we are terming it as a 4 methodology. So saying that, after that the normal thing of placement, then tracking and all those things is there. So at this moment, this is what go next. So one thing is that when we analyze our success story with number of youths who are getting trained, the last line is very important for us. We try to find out that how much economical value addition we could develop in that particular locality. This is a sample study of Sambalpur which we have done. In last 9 months, after our imparting training, the students who have gone into employment, they have generated 1.28 crore collection in that small market of Sambalpur. Now imagine if 50% of it is pushed into the market, the kind of socio-economic development simultaneously happening. So it is not just the skills training, but looking into the entire economical development of the nation. Next. So these are the courses which we are going to implement at this level. Patient care, which is assistant to nurse, electrician technician, mechatronics, which is by Philips education, welder, fashion technician, solar PV installer, financial service. This is a very niche kind of a thing with the banks and all those things coming up. Consumer durable side is a very high demand into it, and we are trying to integrate the generation, the gender gap into it. So we are trying to push the girls into this kind of profiles into the service sector. Then we come into the assessment and certification, where they have CIA as the assessment partner into it, and we have got few knowledge partners or the content partners. They are all international agencies who are participating in that. Next. By doing that, we would like to make Dutch changes. That is the goal we would like to do. So this is what is the journey which we are going to follow in this center, sir, from day one. We have already gone through a mobilization process with the support of our DSC sir and Birla sir and all those things. We have already enrolled 75 students for the first 5 batches. They are waiting for you that if you can have a small
Yeah,
pip
we'll
talk
go.
at them. Sir.